the deal, y'all. We're Sharp Type of Entertainment, Trap News Network, back in the same, like, good, cracking the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN, Trap News Network. Good news you can use. Good knowledge, though. You ain't finna get nobody's college, though, big dog. Hit that like, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network, man. We back in this thing, like, cracking this thing. New content on the way, man. Get into that if you ain't got into that. Man at the Garden Freestyle. Please don't touch my I Got a Body on the Fairy Tales. Won't forget. All that good music is out now. Tap in with that if you ain't tapped in with all of that. You feel me? You feel me? Hit that notification bell. Hit that notification bell. Hit that notification bell. We finna slide over to my man Scandalous Los Angeles.
Out of the ordinary.
Big shout out to bro. Wack 100 tries to distance itself from Loose Cannon, but we got the receipts. Big shout out to Scandalous Los Angeles, man. They coming through, giving us some good content that we ain't had before. Some news you use, some knowledge. We ain't finna get nobody's college. Big love to the homie Scandalous Los Angeles. Make sure y'all show some love to bro. We finna jump into this content. Without no further do's or don'ts. Let's get into it. Let's go.
It was very out of the ordinary for there to be an oncoming RICO and for so much of it to already be being discussed on social media and on podcasts.
Who's doing that?
When does that happen? You and 600.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Ever since Lucy Coochie got picked up by the feds, the energy's been different, especially from the people who were once closest to him. Most noticeably is his handler, CS2 Back, better known on the street as Porky. Now that Lucy's in custody, Porky's doing everything he can to distance himself. The same guy who was backing every story Lucy told, co-signing all the lies, is now calling him a liar, saying he never believed a word Lucy said. Porky was the one verifying those claims, and now he's acting like he was never involved. In this video, we'll expose how CS2 Back, being Loose Cannon's official handler, has been the Porky puppet master, pulling Lucy's strings from the very beginning. This is deeper than YouTube content. This is about handlers, the feds, and how the streets are waking up to who's really who. For anybody who still questions whether Porky the Porch Monkey Puppet Master is working for the feds or not, I want you to listen to what he said a while ago about Vlad TV.
Man, you better let you know that Vlad, look, bro, I told y'all the other day, Vlad was working with the police the whole time. Vlad was working with the police the whole time. Nah.
Damn, Wack. Vlad worked with the police the whole time. Meanwhile, it was you. You trying to make Vlad into who you are?
Nah, yeah, you did say the whole time he was working on the interviews. Certain questions he was asking was direction from them. Certain questions he was asking was direction from them. The whole time he was paying us to come in there so he can do that. But they bit. They went for it. Now, if we continue, even like Lil Bootsy, to go over there with that.
Lil Boosie, no T. Bootsy, no boot. Boosie. B-O-O-S-I-E-B-A-D-A-Z-Z. That's me. Wipe me down. See it in the song.
Don't look like us. To go over there with that. He don't look like us. He just showed his head. He cooperating with the law, motherfuckers. Right? And that's on y'all. Yeah, that's what that is.
Did y'all catch that? Because Porky just said a lot in that little rant he just went on. He just said that DJ Vlad is working with the feds, and that they're feeding Vlad specific questions to ask his guests. He also claimed Vlad is paying certain celebrities to come on his platform, just so he can ask them the questions that the feds want answers to. Then he called out Lil Boosie by name. Porky said if Boosie keeps doing interviews with a guy who doesn't look like us, then he's showing his hand, basically saying that Boosie and anyone else doing Vlad interviews are cooperating. So now that we know how Porky really sees Vlad, and the people who look like us that sit down with him, let's take a listen to just one of the many statements he made on Vlad, who Porky again said was the feds.
After the murder, when Quando went back to Georgia, what did he immediately do?
Dropped his flag?
There it goes. What was he claiming?
Roll 60 script.
Where Brick Baby from?
Roll 60 script.
What you think the police told Quando?
That the Roll 60s set him up?
Who you think he checked in with?
Roll 60s?
With who?
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Why does Wack put that dirty rope chain on and keep switching out the pendants? And the bell is way too big. You know that's not even a chain that came with that pendant. Why does Wack keep doing that? Why does he keep putting out the same dirty rope chain? That's the same dirty rope chain that he puts on a Cash Money piece. Now he has it on a 100 ENT piece. Why do you keep wearing this dirty rope?
Police told Quando.
That the roll 60s set him up?
Who you think he checked in with?
Roll 60s?
With who?
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
That's
I'm not going to say
listen,
it. Yeah.
listen.
I'm not going to say it.
No, listen.
You just heard Porky sit down with the feds and attempt to implicate Big U in another murder. At this point, I really don't know what else needs to be said.
Okay, I already know the answer to this because I heard you say it on No Jumper, but I know a lot of people be asking I can repeat what you're gonna say, but I'll ask it. Why did you get in bed or be cool with Luce and bring him on and start exposing him to No Jumper? I know the word is.
He had a TV show.
Your enemy is my friend, but go ahead.
He had a TV show coming out.
Okay.
Because you got to remember, I didn't really know a lot of shit of people Luce had dealt with, right? Because remember, you had an issue with him and I didn't know it. I guess he said.
Oh, yeah,
some
true.
crazy shit.
Yeah.
He said
Yeah.
some crazy shit about you.
Yeah.
Right?
Reggie Wright. Listen. Let me hear one more thing you talking about me, you fat bitch. And I'm gonna expose your ass. You know the story, what you said, what y'all used to do when y'all was at death row? Yeah, I know. Don't make me.
And it's crazy now. Wack is being homies with Reggie Wright after all that. The same person who Wack sent Luce to destroy, Wack is now homies with.
Expose you and make your fat ass get off that couch, bitch.
I thought you was protecting me. Some people would tell me you sicked him on me, but I know better than that.
Reggie might be laughing, but deep down, he knows the truth. And the truth is
He know the truth. Draco voice.
that Porky is the one behind Luce's attack on him. Porky isn't just some background character. He's Lucy's handler.
Chuck, we all have a handler, bro.
Stop it, Wack.
You do? I got a handler. I'm Luce's handler.
Hey, my handler tried to throw me.
I got a handler. My handler, yo, Chuck. We all got handlers, Chuck. Chuck, we all have a handler, bro.
We all have a handler. Sick.
Stop it, Wack.
You do? I got a handler. I'm Luce's handler. I'm Luce's handler. I'm Luce's handler.
Hey, my handler tried to throw me.
I got a handler. My handler, yo, Chuck.
I didn't
months
know that was
ago-
a handler.
6 months ago, my handler, you ain't noticed I done bagged up off the app about 50%?
Yeah.
Because my handler said, Wack, contract's about to close, time to start shutting that down. My handler told me that.
Who your handler? R&B,
See, a
bro?
handler ain't gotta be.
Hey, that's the real
Gotta
Bimmy, or that's somebody trolling?
What?
That's Bimmy. I already sent him an invite.
Oh,
Listen.
Bimmy, yeah. Bimmy, I told Bimmy to pull up.
Listen, a handler don't gotta be like, you know,
Yo, Bimmy, you gotta accept the
Master.
invite.
You know, like Lou. Man, if I wasn't in this crazy ear, this would have been on some other.
Man, I do be on the other. You just be stopping me. Man, I do be on the other. You just be stopping me. Man, I do
This is incredible stupidity.
be on the other. You just be stopping me.
Yeah, the handler's a motherfucker that you will listen to because you respect them and you know they got your best interest at heart. Lior has Kevin's best interest at heart, right? I got Lou's best interest at heart. I got Lou's best interest at heart. I got Lou's best interest at heart.
Whatever Porky says, Lucy follows. If Porky tells him to stand down, he does. But that didn't happen this time, because Porky wanted it to happen. He gave the green light. And Lucy's not the only one carrying out Porky's agenda. Porky is also SBGB TV's handler. And right now, like clockwork,
Yeah, I knew that nigga was a weirdo.
SBGB TV is out here pushing the same narrative about Reggie, the one Porky's been fueling all along.
Back in the day, Reggie got caught up fucking with a dude named Sid that was working for Suge as a personal assistant. Woo! Hold up. See, I knew Wack got some dirt on Reggie Wright. Reggie Wright liked to fuck with those old boys. Hold up. Reggie Wright was fucking with them boys. Hold up. Or was he in the streets fucking around? We need to know. Because if he was fucking with them boys, he looked like one of those motherfuckers, right?
The pattern's clear. The pork belly puppet master pulls the strings, and his puppet puppies dance.
So I didn't know nothing about that shit.
Yeah.
Because I called him. I said, yo, bro, what's this crazy shit you saying about Red? He was talking about like one of the security guards told him. See, this is how you know when you thinking this crazy shit. Tez,
Reggie know this nigga lying.
somebody's uncle talking about they did some sexual shit to you, right? Remember that shit? And what you
Yeah,
say,
well, he
right?
said it was the Vivian or something, the accountant or bookkeeper or something. And we know we don't have no black folks that work for us. She don't trust black people with his money.
So I think January, he came to me. And it was a manager dude he got. It's a white dude, bro. He just called me the other day. It's a white dude he got. Maceo or Marcio, some shit. But he the one originally called me. He like, yo, Loose Cannon got this show, and can you help him market it? So at this time, Lucius said a bunch of crazy shit about me. Lucius said a bunch of crazy shit about me. Lucius said a bunch of crazy shit about me. But I didn't pay no attention because I didn't really know him. But I didn't pay no attention because I didn't really know him. But I didn't pay no attention because I didn't really know him.
By now, most of y'all should know. If Porky's lips are moving, there's a good chance he's lying. This is exactly what I meant when I said Porky's been doing everything he can to distance himself from the guy he handles. Now he's trying to claim that when Luce was dissing him, they didn't even know each other. That's what he's sitting here saying, with a straight face, like we're all just supposed to forget the past. Porky already admitted that back when Luce was going at him, it was all part of the plan. That Luce was being instructed to diss him, to make it look like they were enemies. So let's roll the clip. Let's hear Porky, in his own words, admit that he was pulling the strings the entire time.
You know why he know the footage exists? You know why Loose Cannon know that the footage I speak of is real?
That's the baby mama.
That's his fucking cousin.
Oh shit, bro. I'm done. I'm gone. All right, y'all.
You didn't catch when I said you stupid. Loose been with me the whole time, you dumb, stupid ass. Niggas over there shaking like knots right now. God.
Luce has been with him the whole time. He made a diss song about Wack. He made a diss song. That was the play to do that.
Come on.
He's got about 50 niggas
on the street
That motherfucking loyal member underneath him. That's how you do it. You always keep one right there. Like, go at me all the time.
Dang. Loose been wanting to come out. I just didn't let him out yet. Loose been wanting to come out.
Keep Luce in that closet that he's in. We don't need Luce coming out that closet. We're gonna keep him right in that closet.
I just didn't let him out yet. I just didn't let him out yet. I just didn't let him out yet.
So Porky just said out of his own mouth that Luce has been with him the entire time. You heard his pet pedophile, Bacon Grease Beast, cheerleading and praising Porky for
Bacon Grease Beast is crazy.
having Luce with him the whole time. Porky then went on to say that Luce has been wanting to come out, but he himself wouldn't let Luce come out yet. So like I was saying before, Luce does whatever Porky tells him to do, and you guys just heard it with your own ears.
You get what I'm saying? If you go look on the thing, he said all kind of crazy shit about me, but I'm like, and wrote out. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think you're riding out for your homie.
Loose Cannon?
That you guys
That's
are
nephew.
You guys are doing a little bit of shady business together.
Not shady. Might be, you know, me and Loose Cannon been comrades for quite some time. We fooled the streets.
What about those
Did you hear the Loose
lashes?
Cannon diss song on me?
Yeah, and I feel like you're lying when you say that it was all premeditated and planned out.
It was. He told me that's what he wanted to do. I told him do it. So I'm like,
Even Adam know that you niggas is flu flammers, skullduggers, and larceners.
look at it, and he warned me, he said, Wack is some shit on the internet, but he's really trying to market this show. It's a bag for you. I said, what do you want? He wants you to get him to the platforms. So I brought him to No Jumper. If you notice, him and his wife is there. It's called
Okay.
Bad and the Beast. It's the name of the show.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
out Urban Flicks, right? So I had February, March, April. February to May. February to May was the run. So, you know, they paid me what they paid me. I took him there, and then I seen the academics. I had to trick academics. I
To
told
take
academics
him
I
out.
was coming.
You act like you was going. Yeah, I heard you. You told me. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I know once he was there in front of him, he was gonna run the show.
He ain't gonna go ahead and do it. Yeah.
This is when he said the Carl's Winslow shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So in my head, I'm like, listen, I'm here to do a job. Whatever nigga want to say, he can say. You get what I'm saying? Period. I just had told him. I think the only stipulation I put on him was you.
So again, Porky is the one handling Lucy. He just said that he hooked him up with No Jumper and DJ Academics. He also just said that he was able to put stipulations on Lucy also, proving that Lucy does what Porky allows him to do. And if Porky doesn't want him to do something, he'll put stipulations on him.
Yeah.
You was the only one, because I said, Reg, I don't know nothing about it. I'm getting paid to promote this show. But
you know what, I called and asked you, and I got mad at you because I said you was protecting him, because I wanted to know.
I said, Reg, I'm not protecting no.
I wanted to go full police on this nigga. I knew about his warrants. I knew about these cases. I was gonna get this nigga out of here. Nah, you told me, Reg, chill out, man. I got him working. You know, I got that situation with the FBI. Just chill out, man. I'm gonna handle him. I'm gonna tell him to chill out, but I need you to leave this one alone, Reg. You know I gotta stay on these streets. And Reg said, all right, cool, I got you. And then here we go. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about it. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you this. He won't do that to you again, right? Because that shit was said, I guess,
What I say?
as prior to, right?
Yeah.
And again,
Yeah.
Reg,
Well, he was
on the
mad
line-
because he felt like I called him out for saying that was a lie or a play about what y'all, what he said he had. And I was just saying, and all I said, if it don't come out by that date, then he lied.
That's exactly what happened.
Waiting to see how they gonna cover up February the 14th if this doesn't come out. And if it does come out, whoa. A lot of people credibility is on the line with this.
And Reggie made it clear. He said if Luce didn't drop that video on February 14th, the one where Big U supposedly FaceTimed him and said Nipsey Hussle had been killed 30 minutes before it actually happened, then both Lucy and Porky were lying to everybody. Now fast forward to today, and suddenly Porky's saying Luce was lying the whole time.
It's crazy because they swore Wack put his name on it. He put it on Paru, dead homies, on a gang, all that wooty bam. He blew up his head hella times behind that shit. Here we are.
But let's not forget, back then, Porky was standing right next to him, defending everything he said. He was even acting like he was ready to bet money on Luce's claims.
Okay, but you realize that some very, very serious allegations were made during that interview.
So what?
And a lot of them don't really seem to stand up.
Luke, how you know? You a white boy.
I've seen a lot of evidence to the contrary.
You seen what? What you see? I tell you what, Adam.
I know Adam wishes that he never got in bed with Wack.
A wealthy man. I'll front 100. You put up 100,000. I have Luce pull up. If he ain't got what he say he got, I'll pay you 100. If he do, you give me 100.
I'm not really trying to be the guy who decides exactly what happened or didn't happen.
Stop trying to discredit something that you can't. But what we can do, hold on, Adam.
Discredit. Discredit? Probably not the words we're looking for. Discredit.
I'll front the 100 for Luce. If he ain't got it, I'll lose that. If he got what he say he got, you pay. We got a bet.
So at this point, it's clear. By Porky's own admission, he's been Lucy's handler, and they've been working together for a long time. But now that Lucy's behind bars, Pork Belly's out here acting like he barely knows the guy, trying to play innocent, like he wasn't right there in the mix the whole time. The switch-up is nasty work, but the receipts don't lie.
Well, Wack, let me ask you this, because I've been knowing you as this legendary kind of behind-the-scenes figure throughout hip-hop for decades. I'll keep it real, I hadn't really heard much about Loose Cannon until he started hanging around with you.
That's a fact. That's just what's real.
I knew very little about him until I've read this whole this criminal complaint, and I've become to know how close he was to Big U, knowing your relationship with Big U. Now I'm looking back thinking, how had you and him got so close considering that history?
They didn't become cool until Luce was no longer cool with. But he was.
How are you trusting a guy that was so cool with
up
Big
until
U?
like what, 2 years ago?
Nah, 2021, early 2021.
Okay.
So CS2 Back and Aryan Adam are trying to push the narrative that Porky didn't start messing with Luce until 2021. Even though Porky already told Adam the Aryan that him and Lucy were together way back when Lucy did the diss song. For some reason, Porky is now hell-bent on making the people believe that he didn't start messing with Luce until 2021.
So at the end of the day, it's like, I realized, like, damn, it's 2023 and you got a BlackBerry. Like they didn't even.
How long have I been asking you about that BlackBerry?
Since 2015. Since 2015.
So now Porky's saying he met Lucy in 2021. But that doesn't line up with what he said before. In that No Jumper interview with Lucy just last year, they both admitted they'd knew each other back in 2015, clearly showing they'd been locked in long before 2021. The timeline's off, and Porky knows it. This just proves how long he and Lucy have really been working together.
When I do what I'm supposed to do, everybody witnessed it. Y'all witnessed outside of No Jumper. Did I do what I'm supposed to do?
You didn't do anything.
No, bullshit. Oh, bullshit. I stopped some shit.
Wack,
Did I not?
When you lined up,
Did I not?
when you lined
I
up,
didn't. You stopped it? You telling me I didn't stop nothing outside this building?
Unless there was a
What did you stop?
threat that we didn't see off camera.
Are you telling me out there with this weenie, the PDF file, Jay Reed, y'all telling me I didn't stop
Allegedly,
nothing?
you could get sued.
No, you're a motherfucking lie. I didn't stop nothing.
You hear Porky yelling, trying to plead his case.
Remo says you participated.
PDF file, Jay Reed, y'all telling me I didn't stop
Allegedly,
nothing?
you could get sued.
No, you're a motherfucking lie. I didn't stop nothing.
You hear Porky yelling, trying to plead his case, saying he stopped Lucy from killing Jay Reed that day at No Jumper. When you run the footage back, the truth comes out. Lucy pulls the gun off his hip, and at the same time, you hear the Porky puppet master himself shouting at Lucy, telling him not to do it. Porky didn't break up anything. He didn't intervene physically. But he did tell Lucy to stand down. And Lucy listened, because Porky is his handler and puppet master. Porky wasn't lying when he said that he told Lucy to stop.
That nigga's going to jail.
But what Porky is conveniently leaving out is he's also the one who told his minion to do it, showing you again that Lucy does whatever Porky tells him to do, because Porky is his handler.
They got caught, doing it. They try to come up to Wack on some goofy stuff. Wack said, nephew, let's make an example. And that's what we did.
Wack said, let's make an example.
Wack said, nephew, let's make an example. And that's what we did. Wack said, nephew, let's make an example. And that's what we did.
Next time
What'd
I
you
won't
stop?
stop again.
What'd you stop?
Huh? It happened though. Would I stop?
They were gonna kill him?
Would I stop?
Oh, Wack saved your life. What happened, man?
Would I stop? Oh, y'all got amnesia?
Oh,
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because it could have been a whole other scene out there.
Adam, don't play dumb.
Are you for real?
I ain't gonna lie, sometimes Adam plays dumb. Hold on, I know, hold on.
Did you watch the video?
I seen the
So you're saying they would have killed him if you weren't there?
Listen, bro, you
They
heard
would have
it.
gave him a leg us at least.
You heard it.
Let's give him a leg us.
That's what you.
Are you
that's
for
what you-
real? All right, I got you.
Maybe
So
I
Wack
gotta rewatch
stop
it.
the situation.
What? If I went without my voice, that shit was finna go somewhere.
That's all, folks.
This nigga's an idiot. We up out here to the next one, man. Big shout out to Scandalous Los Angeles. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Make sure y'all show some love to Scandalous Los Angeles too, man. Show them some love. Tap in with bro. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Be better today than what you were yesterday. Be even better tomorrow. But today, be at your best. If you don't do nothing else, man, just live. Just live. Free Avenue Angel till he's free. We go.